Hi everyone, David here from Beyond EV, and I'm here in Kew in Melbourne for the grand opening of the Denza Kew Dealership. We've got the Denza B5 and the Denza B8 here on the floor under wraps, waiting to be uncovered, and that's what we're hopefully going to see next on today's episode of Beyond EV, your home for everything BYD.
You're actually here for the cars, you're not here for me or the rest of the team. We know you want to see the cars, so I invite you to come up front here. So first let me introduce myself. My name is Mark Harland. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Denza Australia and New Zealand. And it's my great privilege to launch the Denza brand officially in Melbourne at this beautiful store in Kew. So thank you for all coming here. Really appreciate it. While the team, Max, myself, and the rest of us, we were in China last week, the general manager of APAC, Mr. Liu, would tell you if he was here in person how passionate he is about supporting the Denza brand in Australia in the launch. We literally had the resources of a large global company and a passionate leadership team. Mr. Liu, unfortunately, couldn't be with us in person this week because he's somewhere else in the world, but he wanted to send us a message by video tonight, so I'd like to play this 2-minute video from Mr. Liu. Thank you.
澳洲的经销商合作伙伴们，大家好！我现在呢是在比亚迪深圳总部。大家知道，我刚刚驾的这款 B5 即将在澳大利亚市场发布。代表 BYD 公司，首先感谢我们经销商合作伙伴对腾势品牌的认可，同时我更衷心的祝愿腾势品牌在澳大利亚市场隆重的发布。BYD 一路走来，我们在澳洲市场收获了很多，有来自消费者对比亚迪的信任，也有来自广大经销商合作伙伴对比亚迪的认可。今天，我们将比亚迪旗下高端豪华科技品牌腾势正式的落户澳大利亚。我想，腾势品牌的到来，不仅仅是比亚迪在澳洲市场耕耘多年的必然，更是澳大利亚的消费者朋友们、经销商合作伙伴朋友们对比亚迪技术的认可和对新能源汽车产业发展给予的最大认同。今天，我们在澳大利亚从悉尼出发，在多个城市将开启比亚迪在澳大利亚的腾势之旅。我们带来的 B5 和 B8 这两款车型，依旧是搭载的比亚迪最先进的 DMO 技术，为更多的消费者朋友们，为更多喜欢科技、喜欢豪华的消费者朋友们提供一种不同的生活出行体验。B5 和 B8 是比亚迪在澳大利亚首发的两款腾势品牌旗下的高端 SUV 车型。我想他们的到来一定会让澳大利亚市场充满着更加科技绿色的影像。亲爱的朋友们，希望你们能够和腾势一起感受科技带来的豪华，希望你们伴随腾势品牌在澳大利亚市场的落户，能够为一个全新的科技豪华品牌助力。最后，我衷心的祝愿比亚迪腾势品牌在澳大利亚市场的发展越来越好，也衷心祝愿我们澳洲的腾势品牌的车主朋友们，希望你们通过腾势的科技，希望你们通过腾势的豪华，能够真正体验到我们所倡导的，为我们的地球家园带来可持续发展的最大贡献。朋友们， 由我们一起出发，从深圳启程，前往澳大利亚。
All right, thank you, Mr. Liu. And like I said before, the support we get from headquarters and the million people and the level of commitment we have for Australia is unbelievable. These cars are truly engineered and developed for the Australian market. So enough about us talking, let's show the cars. First car to reveal tonight is our B5. My left, your right. So let's play the video. Denza B5, the first in Melbourne. Why do I love this vehicle? This is the vehicle that has the power as well as the luxury, the technology. Take it off-road, you've got 400 kilowatts of power, tow 3 tons. In the city, 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds, so you can take just about any car from the red light if that's something you want to do. Equally, you can drive in total silence around the suburbs of Melbourne in that luxury. You won't hear anything and not burn a single drop of petrol. So you have close to 100 kilometers of range, pure EV, and then we're getting close to 1,000 kilometers of total range. So this car truly can go anywhere with you. But that's just the first of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, time to talk about the older brother, the B8. Let's play the video of the B8. Or sister. Ladies and gentlemen, the Denza B8. Why do I love the B8? This is the ultimate family vehicle. 6 or 7 passenger, can take the family around in total luxury, the latest of technology, again, both EV and long range. So this car, equally comfortable doing the school drop-offs or heading down to the beach, Sorrento, Portsea, or up to the ski mountains, up to Hawthorne and Falls Creek. This is the ultimate family vehicle. By the way, in the summer, we've got a built-in fridge, so to keep the drinks cold in the center console, or in the winter, keep them warm. The B8, ladies and gentlemen. So, final thing of the evening that I need to announce before we let you climb into the cars, and because that's again what you're here for. Some of you have been on the website already, but I want to make sure that we announce the prices. So the Denza B5, we are starting at $74,990 before on-roads. So it's a great, there is no other luxury vehicle at that price point in the market, I can guarantee you that. The Denza Leopard with the up-spec suspension and a few other things, $79,990. So again, fully loaded B5 Leopard below $80,000. Nothing else like it on the market. Over to the B8, we really tried, it was really important for us to have a 7-passenger people mover for everyone who has a large family or otherwise, to get it below the luxury car tax threshold. So $91,000 straight for the Denza B8 7-passenger. Okay. Yes, that deserves a round of applause, I agree. And then the 6-seater with a few more appointments, a little bit higher than that, $97,990, again, under $100,000, well-appointed luxury 6-seater. So ladies and gentlemen, B5 and B8, I welcome you to enjoy the cars now. Thank you.
We got here. Oh, who have we got here?
Well, Chris Mordrain on another episode of Beyond EV, it looks like. How's the B5? Feel the trim. Feel it. The space is luxurious. The vision to the sky is beautiful. And I tell you what's crazy, guys. When they close all the doors, you really can't hear too much outside. And then when they suddenly open all the doors, you hear everything. The dampening is just perfect.
I'm going to test you on that. All right, I'm going to do a quick sound deadening test right now. I am right in front of the speaker. I'm going to shut the door and see how much noise isolation there is. Not bad, huh?
Alright, something a little bit extra. I never got the chance to play around with the infotainment screen when I test drove these cars, so I thought I'd do it now while I had the chance to. And here you'll see the off-road mode screen on the infotainment system. So by default, both the B5 and B8 have an intelligent mode where the car decides what it needs to do based on the road conditions that it senses, but there's also dedicated modes as well, such as your sand mode and snow mode. On each of these screens, there's different information subscreens that you can select. So the top one will show you your pitch and roll angle. The middle one will show you your wheel status, so your tire pressures, suspension information. So it'll actually show you how high you are off the ground clearance that you've got, your departure angles and approach angles. Here on the mud mode screen in particular, there is a pedal depth gauge, which shows you how far down you're pushing the brake in, as well as the accelerator. The mountain mode, this is one you'll probably use most often when you're going off-road. Again, it will, one thing I should note, when you change the off-road mode that you're in, it will also automatically change the suspension depending on what mode you've selected. So it'll raise it up or lower it down if that's what's required for that particular mode. In wade mode, obviously if you're going through water, it will increase the suspension height as high as it possibly can. Rage mode is the violent mode, is what it used to be called in China. This is actually two separate modes. There is a climbing mode and a tugging mode. That's right, a tugging mode. So when you're in tugging mode, that is actually a recovery mode and it's used for towing vehicles out of difficult situations. It will lower the suspension down and apply max power to the wheels at low speed situations. Climbing is similar, except it raises the car up. So that's pretty much what you get in a nutshell.
So there you have it. That is Denza Kew, the flagship Denza dealership here in Melbourne, launching the Denza B5 and the Denza B8. They're accepting orders right now. Jump on their website. I believe you can book a test drive on there as well, so jump on and get involved if you're interested. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe to Beyond EV for more BYD and Denza related content. I've got plenty more headed your way. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.